That is awesome. And yeah, I think because I've only been exposed to Melee, I got to go with the answer C9 just because they've been with Mango
Yes,
for
true,
so
very true.
long. And I'm a huge Mango fan.
So, I got a couple things to say. First thing to say,
Ooh.
someone asked, is Mango actually coming? I saw him streaming today. He's coming. Don't worry. He just was.
Yeah,
He's just not
skipping
entering
out,
doubles.
Skipping out on doubles
Yeah,
day.
he is coming.
Oh my gosh.
Right now on stream, we have Mr. Eddy Mexico, who I hung out with yesterday. And Eddy told me an interesting story. I might tell this on stream later tomorrow as well. So Eddy says to me, you guys know that my tag is not actually Eddy Mexico? They added the Mexico. And
Really?
I'm like, what?
Oh, so
what? And he's like, I'll paint you the picture, right? He's like, it's Genesis 9. Genesis 1.
Yeah.
In 09, 2009. He's like, I show up. I'm doing really well. And people are like, Eddy, and I didn't know how to pronounce his last name. And then he told me his last name, and I'm like, admittedly, I don't know how to pronounce it either. But I'm sure I could work it out. You know, I'd go through the motions.
Yep.
So he goes to Genesis 9, plays really well, and they put on stream Eddy brackets Mexico. Then he does really well, gets like 33rd at Genesis, and people go, good stuff to Eddy Mexico on Smashboards, and everyone's saying Mexico.
That's so funny. So is that also where Bimbo Mexico came from, or is that just a play on Eddy Mexico?
I don't even know.
That's my next question for this story. But I'm actually super excited for this game. We've got Eddy Mexico and Chango versus Polo and Amrak.
Yes.
So this is like our local talent here in Vancouver, trying to make a little bit of an upset.
So, of the Vancouver people, I mean, like, you know, I'm a huge Elliott fan, but like, I think Polo is actually the one I think will impress people the most.
Yeah.
Not just because like he's a cool player, but I think he will actually do very well. I think there's going to be sets where maybe he gets an upset, or maybe he just like plays really well, and people go, "Who is this Polo guy?
This guy putting on a show."
By the way, wearing a Polo right now, so he understands his brand in a way that is so complex and deep. Yeah.
This is every tournament. You can't catch him at a tournament without a Polo.
Yeah. Is there a particular, let's just say Canadian, but even just BC player? Obviously, you're not from BC yourself. I mean, so the first Canadian player that you want to do well is yourself, of course, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. You're just a little biased towards that guy.
I want myself to do good, but the thing is, there's less odds of me doing good compared to, say, Amrak or Polo. But yeah, I had really fun filling out the fantasy bracket for this tournament because I just chose so many of the BC players. I chose, Amrak, Amrak, Elliott, Polo, everyone. Also chose Chango. Huge Chango fan.
Yeah.
But out of BC, I think these are the two. These are the two I really want to see. Also, no. You know what? I'm gonna change it to SB because SB doesn't travel very often.
That's true.
Polo is kind of the same. And Amrak has been entering, he's been traveling a little bit more and entering like tons of online stuff. So it's going to be cool to see him, but he's already kind of shown me a lot of cool things against players I've never seen him against. But SB, I still haven't seen him play against all these other top level players. So I really want to see him do well.
I have an SB story. When I not really about more me interacting with SB, it makes me sound like a kind of a lame guy. So everyone's had this moment before.
Okay.
They play someone who's really good, but they don't know that the person they're playing is that person. So I go to my first BC tournament, I think, ever, and SB's in the chair, and I'm sitting down and I'm playing, and this is like 2017, so I'd come off like a pretty good year in Ontario.
Yeah.
And SB's just not even like destroying me. It's just like he's just winning every game. It's like 1 stocks, 2 stocks. I'm thinking like, why am I losing to this guy? And then someone's like, all right, first seed, SB, come over here. And I'm like, okay, all right, this is bad. This is embarrassing. So everyone's had that, I would say. Have you had a moment like that where you're like?
Absolutely. It was my first Alberta tournament after moving back to Alberta after leaving UBC. And I went to Calgary and I played against Egg Money, the Yoshi from Alberta, from Lethbridge, who's at this tournament.
Shout out to Egg Money.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wasn't actually supposed to play against Egg Money. The way it actually went was I had a round 1 opponent that was just some guy. I didn't know who he played. And I heard someone say, oh, if you win your round 1, you play against like this really good Yoshi player. And I said, oh, cool. And I sit down for my round 1 and he plays Yoshi. And I was like, oh, cool, I get warm up for the Yoshi player. And then like I almost lost to him, but it was close, and I beat him. And he counterpicked me like Link Game 2 or something, and I was like, man, like that's crazy. But like at least I got some good Yoshi warm up for this next Yoshi guy. Like that guy seemed pretty good. But that was already eggs, so I just upset him, but I didn't know it was him.
Well, your story is better than mine. You know, yours. Oh yeah, I accidentally beat the good guy. I was more like, man, I'm just losing to SB.
But I think SB's a little better than eggs, but they are still both good players. But yeah, I thought it was funny. I thought it was so funny. I don't know if I would have beat him if I knew he was good.
Yeah, that is very true. No, I remember I was playing, I believe it was Magi's Fox on the Reeds once. I was net playing them.
Oh, cool.
And I had no idea who it was. And I said in chat, they were like, GG's. And I was like, and they were like, who do you think it was? And I was like, definitely not a pro player. like I was like, they were not that good. The previous person was good, and it was KJH's Falco.
Oh, no.
And I was like, they're pretty good, but the other one, I just didn't get that pro vibe. And Magi was like, so, yeah, that was a funny time.
That's so funny.
But, yeah, what was I going to say? Anyway, obviously, for people who aren't familiar with Chango, kind of had an infamous moment at this tournament at the last iteration.
That was Battle of BC3. Oh my God.
Yeah, not to like put Chango on blast, because I actually think he did nothing wrong and it was totally fine.
I agree.
Chango was the guy who played what's it called, Faux Hebrew, and just did not interact and won the game. And there was a lot of controversy. SGJ was flipping some people off. You know, it was just a whole thing.
Yeah, that tournament was a little bit infamous for kind of initiating the wobbling ban. It was like one of the first ones in at least our region that was bigger with the wobbling ban. But yeah, that was definitely a famous set.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was definitely funny to watch live.
It was. If games looked like that all the time, it might be boring. But when it's every once in a while, I'm invested.
Yeah, it adds lore. Speaking of, you know, like we're seeing just why he's such a capable player. Really good Fox edge guard there, building up a lot of percent.
Absolutely. Just protecting the ledge so that Eddy can grab it. Oh wow, and just snags that Fox again.
I feel like Luigi Puff is a pretty interesting team. Both of them are kind of like opposite sides of the spectrum in that Luigi has amazing grounded movement and then not really that good in the air.
And it's
Puff,
the
opposite,
polar opposite.
Right?
Yeah, it is super interesting. And they're both like still like super floaty. Yeah, it is a very interesting team. You wouldn't see this very often, but it's epic.
Yeah, no.
Oh, invisible ceiling just gets sent all the way across the stage. It still kills though.
Yeah, no, definitely something that like once you become aware of that trick, like the existence of what's happening, you notice it like all the time. Like it just comes up all the time. It just doesn't have as like dramatic consequences as it did at Big House. But
yeah, exactly.
This is pretty close. Obviously, Amrak and Polo, the home team, a little bit behind, but you know they can turn this around. This is
they're controlling center stage super
very
well right now.
Very well, actually. Like really struggling to get back is the green team. Just that grab is big though.
Oh, that is. Oh, there we go. That was good. That was the good. I was imagining a rest right there, but I knew that rest was a bad choice at that percent. So the forward smash, excellent.
Yeah, definitely. That back air is going to do it as well. They have really turned this around. Polo doing a good, or sorry, Amrak doing a good. Wait, what?
So Amrak is wearing the Polo tag because they love each other, because they're teammates.
Okay. Yeah. I'm thinking like, what? But Polo plays Falcon. What? It's because he hates commentators. You know, he wants their life to be hard.
So true.
Is 306 like an area code or something? I remember asking this last time.
So,
and you told me.
I can tell you a little bit of this story, I think. So this was at like a tournament that their crew were at. I don't even know where the tournament was, but they were staying in a hotel and they were causing a little bit of a ruckus, let's say. So whenever like the staff of the hotel would be like, "What room are you guys in?" They would say 306. but 306 was like the common area room, like it wasn't actually a hotel room. So it was just a funny joke. And that's their crew, 306. And it sounds like an area code, but you'd be mistaken. Round of 2048.
Yeah. That's funny. It's a funny story. So they took that game, right?
They took that game.
Yeah.
1-1.
I gotta stop looking at Twitch chat. I remember it was Champions of Vancouver. We were like basically exactly where we're standing now. I was checking my phone, and I didn't even really notice it, but like Slime and someone else were having this conversation about like, I can't even remember. Like something weird, like if Han Solo was bald or something like that.
And it just totally took you out of it.
And honestly, it didn't. I actually didn't even see it. But then like Slime tweeted and was like, "Yo, Radar, if you're gonna get distracted by the idea of Han Solo being bald, you gotta put the phone away, buddy." Something like that. And it was quite funny.
So back to FD.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting choice, I think. But we'll see what if they play any differently.
I mean, right now, already kind of a role reversal, them struggling to maintain center. Finally, Polo getting out of the corner, but finds himself in the corner once again.
Ooh.
Yeah, this should be a big combo.
Oh, that was so lucky for blue team.
Yeah,
so there we go. They've got the nice percent on green. They just have to clear up this stock so that they can catch back up.
Like the tomahawk up tilt there from Chango. Just seeing kind of like a bit more patience from green team. Really, really good drop of the ledge there.
Yeah, they're taking their time. Chango kind of staying on the ledge. Eddy Mexico not really forcing his way into center stage.
Yeah, I actually really like how they're playing this. Like we saw there earlier, Luigi got grabbed and he went for a dash attack to save Eddy, which was like one of the only things that would have really worked. Maybe a nair as well, but he was grounded. So good stuff from all of them. Chango looking for an opening, but
ooh, gets it finally.
Yeah.
Polo was holding on to that stock. He lost his first stock very early on.
Like the commitment to shielding there. See, they're just like not able to get center.
Ooh, that was huge for blue team. Amrak getting sent the opposite direction towards stage on that edge guard.
Man, Eddy doing such a good job of making it so that Polo can't help Amrak. Finally able to get out now, and that should also kill Puff.
Oh,
no,
not
doesn't do
quite,
it.
not quite.
But yeah, there are just moments where it's basically like Polo has to just watch Amrak die. like he's like, no, you fight me right now, kind of thing. It's brutal.
Ooh, a little bit of trouble. Couple of rolls, gets him out.
That should do it.
And there we go.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I didn't think it would kill, but like, you never want to discount an edge guard when Falcon has like a really good recovery if you aren't able to edge guard him. Like he can almost always get back, right? So much vertical and horizontal mobility off the stage.
So green team actually has such a nice lead. That's awesome. They got, or sorry, that's good for blue. They just got rid of that jiggly stock.
Yeah. The good thing is you can just like get a grab, get like maybe one solid hit on Puff, and then if you throw up air, like you can turn it around really quickly. We're already back to even.
Just like that.
I would say this is an upset. I'm not exactly sure the seeding. Definitely Eddy would be the favorite player in singles.
Yeah, this is a best of 3, so this is the determinant.
This is the moment, yeah. And really, like, kind of one of the first not one-sided matches that we've seen so far. Yeah, gonna save him, sort of.
And okay, yeah, that's the end for Polo. Amrak might be able to get out of this.
Okay.
Oh, Polo is
very doable.
Oh,
my God, the awareness from Eddy to get the down air there.
That was an incredible down air.
Oh, that's so big. He doesn't even need Chango's help, man.
Ooh.
Chango actually was not even ready. He thought like Eddy was gonna clean it up. Ooh. This is doable.
It is. It's tough though. It's
oh my
God. That's so nice. He was able to just send one far away, deal with the other, and by the time he took care of him, the other one came back.
Oh, that was like the most dangerous tech roll. But I guess like, you know, kind of a pick your poison situation. I like the way Chango's playing this. He's just saying like, don't mind me, focus on Eddy right now.
Ooh,
And
yeah.
it really worked out for him. Very, very close set. Good stuff to Eddy and Chango though.
Yeah, that was super entertaining.